he's not a superstar. He's good.
He's a solid starter.
Yeah, and he's a team first guy, which I like.
I mean, he did.
So yeah, interesting.
He stepped up to Braun.
Yeah, what he'd accept. Yeah, so did my boy Ntilikina.
Oh God,
he's already putting up role player stats as the youngest dude in the NBA. I don't know why you have so much hatred for him. He's at least going to be a role player, and he could be much more than that. He plays elite defense.
I don't think he should be a starter. I think he is career 6th man of the year.
We don't have a person that should start above him on the team.
Trey Burke.
Trey Burke is old, and he is.
I like him coming off the bench.
Player. Yeah, he is a career bench player.
You think Trey Burke can start?
I think
if you think that, you need more help.
You throw in the 19-year-old and give him the opportunity to see if he can improve, as most 19-year-olds do in basketball. And you see what he can become.
If Emmanuel Mudiay could just be consistent, he'd be a very good starting point guard.
I don't think he has the mentality.
That's what
my
I'm
concern with him. He's got the physical traits.
He can't be consistent.
Yeah. That's why I have more faith in Frank, because Frank puts in the work. He's that dude that's always at the gym, always looking to get better. His teammates say that, his coaching staff says that. Regardless of if they've been fired, you're still getting talked up by the coaching staff. That's good.
Do you know who I like, though, who could be a seriously strong option off the bench at some point? Luke Cornett. He was looking good. A kid from the G League.
Yeah.
He's a tall Frank Kaminsky type who can hit the three.
Yeah, but...
I'm not saying he should be starting.
He's not playing against the starters.
I'm saying he's like a good 7-8 minute, give KP a few minutes off the court.
Yeah, let's finish up playoffs and then we can talk Knicks coaching and stuff.
Oh God, I don't want to.
Jazz Thunder, that's a fun series. That's fun. I like the Jazz. I like the Thunder too. Paul George put in work. What do you have, 35 points?
Yeah, he
didn't have to hit a game-winning shot.
yeah, he didn't have to not hit a game-winning shot.
Steven Adams looking great out there. Westbrook and Melo obviously looking good.
At first,
the Jazz should really just be happy to be here.
Whoa!
Nobody thought that they were going to be that good this season. There was no way of that. Donovan Mitchell...
They've been completely dominant right before playoffs, though. They were
on
a 20-something game winning streak
nobody
or something.
in the beginning of the year predicted them to be this way. After Gordon Hayward.
No, so with Gordon, it was like, all right, they'll be the 7th seed. They'll win, 38, 40 games. Then Gordon Hayward leaves. They'll win 3 or 4 games. Oh, damn. Washington scored.
All right, 2-1.
What do you mean, all right?
I want this to be a longer series. I'm not rooting for the Blue Jackets like you.
Yeah,
I'm not rooting for Washington. I'm not rooting for Washington either. But
he doesn't have a horse in this race.
I became a believer after that overtime goal.
But I want more. I want a longer series.
I want to get to.
I want both teams
series
to be tired so that they lose in the next round.
I'm hoping for
unless they're playing the Penguins. I don't know. How do you playoffs are weird? I forget. I forget how, since the changes were made, what happens next.
Stupid. Anyways, NBA playoffs.
This is why I don't necessarily see the Rockets taking it, because the Timberwolves are giving them so much trouble. And the Timberwolves
was it 104-102?
104-101.
104-101, yeah.
Timberwolves need to get Towns the ball more. Other than that, they look great. Wiggins is great.
Jimmy Butler.
Great.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose looking 5 years younger.
We said when this started that Timberwolves team was going to be better than everyone thought.
But they need to give Towns the ball. He had 8 points. That's unacceptable. He did not really touch the ball on offense. He had 12 rebounds. He needs to just sit in the paint. And I think Shaq said this of all people. He was like, just sit in the paint until the refs call you on a offensive 3 seconds twice, and then you gotta move out of it. But until they do that, he said, just sit in the paint. I'm like, do it. They don't have anyone that can answer you there.
No, it's true. That's a glaring weakness that Houston is finding out very quickly.
If they utilize Towns, they can do anything.
I mean, if they can get everybody together and figure out where... I mean, I feel like it's an adjustment period of year. You're dealing with a lot of young kids with Jimmy Butler, and you're expecting Derrick Rose to be the, mature leader, which is an oxymoron in the first part.
Listen,
it's Thibs, so, he's just going to run them all to death anyway. They're all going to play like 45 minutes.
I just want to say... You shouldn't be surprised that Derrick Rose is playing well. He's only been with the team for a very short amount of time. And if you remember when he was with the Knicks, the first 20 games or so, he killed it. He absolutely killed it.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking comeback player of the year. He's playing out of his friggin' mind, and then he realized he's not going to be a Knick and he's playing for a contract. So once he realizes, wait a minute, there's no life for me in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna change. Unless he's like, you know what, I actually like Minnesota. The old Dutch women are kind of nice.
People in Minnesota don't even like Minnesota.
No. Case Keenum was here. That's cute.
They had 2 feet of snow this week in Minnesota,
okay? Oh, fight.
No, they're just exchanging words. Hey.
And fists.
Hey, I like that helmet. Where'd you get it? It's a nice visor. Let me see it. A little bit closer.
But anyways, so I still think the Rockets are going to win this series, but watching Jimmy Butler in playoffs.
Playoffs?
It's fun.
You're talking about playoffs?
Oh, we're talking about playoffs.
It is fun, but we should have known this from Jimmy. We knew Jimmy had this in him. What's terrifying is if Jimmy does this and they can actually get Towns in a rhythm, they could be dangerous.
He's like another level, though, watching him play in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, Jimmy Butler seems to save himself. I don't know what it is about him conserving energy, but he's turned it on in the playoffs now. He wasn't this guy in the regular season, but then again, you just have to get here.
It's a good point.
And, we'll continue this, because I have an overall thing that I want to...
So let's get to it. Predictions.
Okay, I'll give you my prediction. I'm going to say Sixers, Warriors win.
Okay.
Because I think they get Embiid back.
You're saying Sixers?
Sixers, Warriors win.
I don't want to say it, but I think it's going to be Cavs, Warriors again.
Are you serious?
Until LeBron shows that someone in the East can take it, I'm still going to bet on him, and... In the West...
Oh, man, I hope there was a prop bet that he walks off without shaking hands. Because that's guaranteed. If he loses, he's a terrible loser. Terrible. He sulks.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing I can stand more than a person who calls himself king sulking.
Soul King. He's like Soul King.
It's like a Pokemon.
Yeah. Hey, does Pokemon Go a sport? I like to think so. Caught a Moltres today. Awesome. So, nice. Dan Beebe.
How about Rockets and Rocket Sixers?
Who wins?
Rockets.
No!
Yes.
No! I have Toronto Raptors beating the Rockets.
Okay, so we all have something different. Except for, Dan, who'd you say wins the tournament? Who wins it all?
Warriors.
Stupid Warriors.
So we have the Warriors.
I don't like it.
I don't think you can sleep on
But we all have different finals.
We do.
So,
we do.
I mean,
mine's the only 1-versus-1 matchup, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I also want to say that, you know how we started this conversation in the beginning of the year where does it really matter? We're always going to be looking at Warriors, Cavs for the finals.
I think we were wrong.
I think everybody was drastically wrong because if anything, this first couple of games of this first round have proven that there's actually a lot more talent spread out around the league than we think. The difference is there's a big disparity between the guys that are 8th and 9th or up and everyone else, but you still have a lot more competitive basketball to be played. A lot more than we seem to think was going to be here to begin with.
Absolutely.
And I mean, look at we said, does the regular season really matter? The Timberwolves had to win a game to even play. Okay, they weren't even going to be allowed in if they lost to the Nuggets. So, yeah, the regular season does matter.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. Awesome game. I love that we had an actual
play-in game
to get to the playoff.
Listen, I'm a big fan of it.
When it's
LeBron
not
can
forced.
suck it.
I like when it's not forced.
Yeah, well, LeBron can still suck it. I think the NBA playoffs need an overhaul.
Yep. All right. So we've got our predictions out of the way. So
You
guys
guys
ready
can
to
talk
get
about
depressed?
This is just depressing. I don't care. Someone, anyone.
The Knicks are looking for a new head coach.
Yeah.
And we all, well, at least Dan and I have differing opinions on who we want to coach. Who are the two that you wanted?
I mean, I really like Wright. I just don't see it happening. I think he goes somewhere else, even though he said that the Knicks are his preferred destination.
Do you think Jeff Hornacek gets another job?
Yes.
So I like Wright. He's like my favorite choice if it's up to us. Go there. And then I'm increasingly liking Stackhouse.
Okay.
He turned around the Raptors 905, their G League team. He made them a force to be reckoned with. He's played the game for like 18 years, and he seems to get the best out of his players, and has a high basketball IQ. So
I'm going to throw out a name that that none of us have said yet.
Okay.
Phil Jackson.
Oh, let me think about that.
Very unlikely.
Actually, as a coach, and only a coach, sure.
Welcome back to Triangle.
But as a GM, get the hell out of here.
Did you hear what... so this is from Rockets executive, Daryl Morey. Okay? He was on Reddit, on an Ask Me Anything. His response... Morey on why the Knicks have sucked for such a long time. That was what he was asked. Why have the Knicks sucked for such a long time?
Dolan.
His response was, there's a common denominator to all the issues. That was all he was willing to say.
It's called James Dolan.
You're right, but that is very, I enjoy this, okay, because this is a very passive-aggressive, direct insult at somebody.
He also literally cannot talk about other teams.
I know, but that was a great response to give an actual answer that I think, as far as me watching the Knicks,
dipping his penis and everything, James Dolan. Playing his crappy jazz. Oh, man. The day he dies, I think New York should throw a parade.
So
you're very morbid.
So anyway, let me ask you a question. Why is
he's nonchalant about it? Yeah.
So why is it that he doesn't seem to have this catastrophe with the Rangers?
Because
he
doesn't care.
Every once in a while
care about the
happen?
Rangers.
So he lets the people do their job.
Yes.
And in New York,
he likes the Knicks. So yeah, exactly. That's why freaking Mills is still a GM for some reason, or whatever his title is.
Vice President of Player Development.
Get the hell out of here with that bull crap. I don't see why Mills has that job.
And means you didn't.
Let me give Tim Hardaway double what everyone else is offering. No, that's a fucking brilliant move.
And the first F-bomb of the night.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
we almost made it.
If you're gonna say it about anyone, it deserves to be said about Dolan.
Yeah, Dolan.
Yeah. Don't expect me to be surprised if they bring back Isaiah at this point, because Dolan's an idiot.
I don't think in today's political
bring in
culture,
Patsos
and Rick Pitino.
I mean, hey, why not Patsos?
As I said, I'll think about it.
Why not Patsos? Because he told a mentally handicapped kid that he was going to be the next Unabomber.
What? All right, pump your brakes for a second. Now you've just pissed me off to no end. He is not disabled. You have OCD. You have a disorder that is hard to control, but you can actually be functional. If you want to sit there and cry about somebody who has real problems, go weep to my brother, okay? He can't walk or talk because he's middle part of his brain. I don't want to hear your excuse that you got called the Unabomber. You're clearly able enough to be doing a job for the team. And probably the OCD helped him with statistics.
Hold on a second. Was he OCD? I thought he was autistic.
No, it was OCD.
I thought he had
no,
Casper
he has
disease.
obsessive-compulsive disorder.
Then the article that I read was wrong.
Well, what else is new? So, I don't want to hear that nonsense in
Barbara
the...
Bush died.
Yeah, that's fine. She's old.
Back to the morbidity.
She's old.
It's new.
I don't want to.
She's not, but the news is.
Let's be clear here. This kid may